Hello people and welcome to another video. Once again, the title of the video is letting you know what is going down. I haven't mentioned Disney for a while, so I thought why not just do like a Disney Q&A. I've got the Qs myself from a website. I'll leave the link down below if I remember. I have got new glasses, don't know whether anybody notices. I feel like a librarian in them. Don't know why, but I do. So, the first question is favourite Disney movie. My favourite Disney movie is Hercules. For a long while I was like Hercules and Aladdin. I love Aladdin, but I do think Hercules just pips it to the post now that I've got older and like I've rewatched them. I feel like Hercules has a lot more like jokes that you only get when you're an adult, and that's really, really wicked. And also I just love gospel music and all that, so you know, and everybody loves a sassy female. Walt Disney World or Disneyland? I've only been to Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World, and out of the I've never been to Disneyland California, so for that one I'm gonna have to say Walt Disney World. Favourite Disney character? That's so difficult. I feel like Archimedes from The Sword and the Stone is my truest spirit animal. I love Elliot from Peach Dragon. Obviously like Chip and Dale and Donald Duck. Megara is amazing. Princess Kida. There's so many for like varying reasons. I don't think I can pick one. But I feel like the one I relate to the most is Archimedes. The one I want to be the most is Megara. The first Disney movie you remember seeing in the theatre? Or cinema. I genuinely don't know what film it was. And I like can try and kind of guess. So what my guess would maybe be Tarzan, because I would have been like 4 or 5 when that was released. So that one makes sense. However, it could be Atlantis. I don't know, because I know I watched The Lord of the Rings in the cinema, and I feel like that wouldn't have been my first cinema experience. And my parents can't remember either, because we go quite regularly now. I could take a punt at Tarzan, Dinosaur or Atlantis though, which are actually some of my favourite. So, there we go. What type of Disney item do you collect the most? Do we really need to know that one? It's pins. There'll be a link to my pin playlist somewhere now. Yay! Favourite Disney song? Oh, that's so difficult. My favourite Disney song of all time isn't actually in a Disney film. It's in the Broadway production, or the musical production of Aladdin, and it's Proud of Your Boy. I first heard it on a Disney Mania album and Clay Aiken sang it. And it was also on a special edition Aladdin DVD that was released in the early 2000s. And that's when I first heard it, and I was there like, this is the best song in the world. So Proud of Your Boy, and then song that actually in. I think I'm gonna curveball it. It is an Alan Menken song. Out There from Hunchback of Notre Dame is arguably my favourite. There are a lot that I love though, but I love that. Equally, God Help the Outcasts from Hunchback is also another solid. God help the outcasts, hungry from birth. Show them the mercy they won't find on earth. Please help my people, the poor and downtrodden. I thought we all were the children of God. I love that song. Yes. Favourite attraction / ride at the parks? I have a special place in my heart for the Tiki Room. Careful. I have loads of like I love Haunted Mansion, I love Jungle Cruise, I love Pirates, I love all of I like most attractions. There's not one that I'm there like, oh, I'll give that a miss. So I'm gonna once again do the obscure one that I feel like not many people give a lot of love and attention to. In the tiki 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 room, in the tiki 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 room, all the birds sing words and the flowers bloom in the tiki 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 room. Because at the end of the day, the tiki room birds are it every day. Hey, no, I just love. I don't know. I have such. I just love it so much, and I feel like it's so underappreciated. That and the Country Bears Jamboree. If you watched the Country Bears Jamboree as a child and absolutely hated it, go again as an adult, because there are so many jokes that you will have missed. Trust me. It's so good. I love them so much because they're like so Disney, and I feel like people don't appreciate them enough. What is your dream job at Disney? I can't get a job at Disney probably because I got tattoos and visible tattoos and I'd have to cover them up. But I would love to be a skipper. I think that would be a really, really great job. Equally, one of the maids in the Haunted Mansion would also be an equally cool job. I would also just like to work like right down the middle of Main Street, USA. I'd love to work just like in a shop anywhere, if I'm completely honest, but if I was to be like on attractions, Haunted Mansion or Jungle Cruise, but just working in a shop. I waitress, so I wouldn't want to do I wouldn't want to do like that, because I know like that personally, so I'd like to work in a shop, or I'd even take custodial jobs, like any really. I am gonna just FYI skip some questions on this just because there's 45 and some of them I feel like I've answered a lot before. So favourite Disney movie that's not a classic slash famous? Atlantis, The Rescuers. Although I feel like a lot of people are starting to appreciate The Rescuers. I feel like there's like a underground movement. Peach Dragon, does that count? That's not animated. It didn't say animated. So there's a lot of like the live actions which are I grew up watching, like Swiss Family Robinson and So Dear to My Heart. I absolutely adore those films. Animated though, Atlantis is by far one of my favourite Disney films of all time, as is The Rescuers. So those. Peach Dragon too. That's half and half. There we go. Just naming a bunch of films that everybody needs to watch, and I feel like hardly anybody does. If you could say anything to Walt Disney right now, what would it be? I've just got goosebumps. Thank you for creating something that lets anybody release their like inhibitions and just be themselves, and thank you for pushing animation to its limits, and just thank you, I think, for making my childhood the most magical it could be. Favourite snack to get at the parks? There is a giant Mickey cookie. It's a chocolate chip cookie and it's half dipped in chocolate. It's massive. I love it so much. You can get it at Big Top Treats. There's also, could get it in Hollywood Studios, although they've got rid of the shop now. So I don't know whether you can still get it from there. But you can definitely get it at Big Top Treats. So there you go. Your favourite parade show at the parks? Do the fireworks count? Because I haven't seen Happily Ever After, but my favourite parade, I love Festival of Fantasy. My favourite parade is the Boo to You parade. I love that parade so much. Equally, ones I miss, Spectro Magic. I miss Spectro Magic so much, and the fact that they got rid of Main Street Electrical Parade, I was hoping that they would revive Spectro Magic again, but Spectro Magic. Favourite Disney memory? That's really difficult. One that really stands out for me is the last time we went. It was my birthday, and we went on my birthday to Magic Kingdom, and I had like a birthday badge, and it was all that. And I was just at the outside the Christmas shop in Magic Kingdom, and cast members who I believe were from Columbia Harbour House or the Liberty Tree Tavern, one of those, came up and just like gave me this like chocolate moussey cake thing, and was there like, yeah, and I was there like, thanks, like that, like it just came out of nowhere, because like I know you always get like little special things when like, because we then also went for dinner, and I got like a free dessert there, like just ice cream, which was really lovely. But just randomly having that like that random bit of magic was amazing. So thank you to those cast members. I never did catch their names, but they were amazing. If you could, what forgotten princess would you add to the official lineup? You bet my girl Princess Kida. Her name is Princess Kida. Throwing it out there. Your favourite Disney soundtrack? Hercules! What attraction are you most likely to go to first when you're at the parks? Magic Kingdom, normally Jungle Cruise is the first one. Hollywood Studios, although it's not there anymore, used to be our first ride of the day, always used to be the Great Movie Ride. R.I.P. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I can't ride the Great Movie Ride anymore. But it always used to be the Great Movie Ride. Epcot, I'm not a big fan of the rides from Epcot. And then Animal Kingdom, it's tough to be a bug. It's our first thing we do. I love it, it's tough to be a bug. If you could live in any world from a Disney movie, which would you choose? I don't know. That's a very difficult question. Where would I? Maybe just because... No. I feel like if Rapunzel and Tangled and Frozen's lands are actually like the same universe, that would be pretty wicked, because there's really cool magic throughout them. Favourite Disney musical sequence based on spectacle animation? Get that question, if I'm completely honest. But if it's on about like favourite piece of animation, one of my favourite pieces of animation, and I believe it was one of Lillian's favourites, is in Sleeping Beauty, when she's in like the woods and bumps into Prince Philip for the first time, and it's like, I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. That whole sequence, I think, is one of the most beautiful sequences of animation. Which Disney princess has the best sidekicks? Pocahontas, Miko, hello. Miko's like one of the best. Are you the only one obsessed with Disney in your family, or does it run in the family? No, I am not. I'm this way because of my parents. Parents went to Walt Disney World twice before I was even born, to put it into perspective for you all. If you could choose the plot / adaptation for the next Disney movie, what would it be? Well, they seem to be doing a whole bunch of live action, so I'm going to change that question to which film would I adapt to live action? And the answer to that question would be Hercules. I genuinely think if they did a live action Atlantis, it would like smash. I think it would do such a good job. So I am like officially putting it out here. I want there to be an Atlantis live action. Do you plan to have, or have you had, your honeymoon at the Disney park? I haven't. Not married. Would love to though. I do have this kind of, I think if I do get married, I have this thing that I would like to visit a park that that me and like my partner would never have been to. So like the Eastern park, so like Tokyo, Hong Kong, Shanghai. I'd like to go to a park that we've never been to and experience that together. and then go to our home, which would be Florida. Which Disney movie, even if it's not your favourite, will always have a special place in your heart, and for what reason? The Fox and the Hound. I feel like I've mentioned this on several occasions, but we had a Shiba Inu before the one we've got who's roaming about. And because they look like especially the ginger ones, because they look like foxes, we named him Todd after the Fox and the Hound. So the Fox and the Hound, although not one of my favourite Disney films, will forever hold such a special place in my heart because of my dog. So for that reason, it's the Fox and the Hound. All my links are below, please feel free to check them out. It would be really, really amazing if you hit that subscribe button. Talk to me on Twitter, do whatever, everything's down here, just click stuff. Would be fantastic. Please give this video a good thumbing if you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching.